Okay, Phil has asked me, oh boy, to get behind the wheel and take us for a test drive. Yeah, let me put you up here real quick.
There we go.
Use my other phone here.
We are sitting in something soft.
I gave Phil a little to do that there, but he's got to take kind of careful care of there, so that's what he's talking about. Okay, so we're back behind the wheel. How many miles we got? Yeah, you put about 26,000 miles on this, Phil. That's pretty good. So he's got his phone holder here right front. All right, get the key in. You ready? Oh yeah, starts right up. So Phil, we gotta turn that down. There we go. Phil wants me to evaluate its performance, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You mind if I turn that thing down? You don't have to, well, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Yeah. Here we go. So I think we'll go around. Let's see, which way do we need to go? Let's go back around this way here. And we'll go up this over to the end over here because there's a steep hill off the driveway. I don't know what it is. I'm always making videos with the sun's shining towards us.
Yep.
Glad for the sun though.
Yep.
That's okay, dude. Don't get over. Don't pay attention to that music, YouTube. I didn't do it. Oh, come on out. We're not here. Come on out. All right. Yeah, I used to live there. I used to come over here, come up this hill. Yeah, it's kind of running a little unevenly. Wow. Yeah, something's weird there.
There's, when I go up that mountain, I have to get a good enough speed to get up it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Can't really tell much here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Change fuel filter. The only thing is that I know is distributor cap and wire.
no, that's not it.
Huh?
That's not it. No moisture money on that.
Unless it's a carburetor.
Well, let me get turned around here, and we'll give her another. Oh, I guess you're wanting to go out here, aren't you? Never tell you how much I dislike coons. All right, let me just use these people's driveway here. Oh, nice driveway. Sorry, so scary. Yeah, it sure idles unevenly.
And it shakes too when you're stopped, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, so.
There's nothing there. I mean, it takes off and goes once you step on it, but like if you just step on it, there's nothing. You don't have anything. It's not going dead, but let's see. Look out. That's not.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see what it's doing. You just, it's not really running out of fuel. I don't think, not from what I can see. It is. Let's go back around. See, this is what I despise about Huntsville, because every time you try to go anywhere, there's some fool here. Well, we don't have to do that. I can. It's at park throttle. That's what it is, but it doesn't have any acceleration like when you're just kind of getting into it.
Mm-hmm. And this is all after I put the trans in.
Yeah.
You know, after a set for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have to floor it anymore because it's going. I mean, it's not. That's not the tank then. Let's just go down here. We'll go back up this little hill a little bit. All right. So. What he's talking about. Make sure there's nobody coming there. All right, so it's well,
It was worse than that.
yeah, it's maybe blew something out of it. You give it the gas and it kind of like it's there's nothing there for a split second, then it takes off and lunges.
Mm-hmm.
But so if we're just easing up here, like I give it gas. It doesn't lay over, but then right there, it's just kind of We'll go across the hill here again.
I mean, I could put
Like it goes, then it goes.
carburetor, or carburetor cleaner stuff in the gas tank.
Yeah. So you're right there about. Oh, you hear that?
Yeah. Does that?
Yep.
I've heard that a lot.
I used to hear it a lot too.
So,
Yeah.
hey, I hope that guy next to me can hear. Yeah, he'll do that cough or whatever.
Let's put this
Usually louder.
Put your one all the way so we can kind of listen a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you got to get it at a certain spot, and that's when it wants to do all that. It's warmed up. It shouldn't be. Whoops. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Yep.
I'm giving it gas, and it's just, it's not reacting. So.
Won't go.
That's right. Is this the other road? Yeah. I don't like this turn signal. I know that. It keeps flipping back off.
Yeah, I know. I have to hold it. Make a right turn. It won't stay up there.
Well, that's in the carburetor, whatever that is. That's definitely in the carburetor. I think either the enrichment circuit is clogged up or it's not working. Something's going on with it.
I know the little fucking squirrels.
But, oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try not to use that word.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. But yeah,
Squirrels are sure made home under there.
let me listen to this a little bit here. Right there is not. There's nothing there. See, it's got wide open. You know, when it kicks in, it goes. It's not especially powerful, but this right there, about a third of the way down, it just noses over. That's what it's doing, isn't it?
I know it uses a lot of gas.
Well, you're trying to get it to go there, and it's
Right.
not. Let's see if we can kind of. Yeah, hear that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that's something's wrong there, because that's that carburetor we put on that new one. Remember? That, well, you guys don't know. Well, I did a video about it. We put a new Chinese clone BBD carburetor on this thing. It was like $50, and So we've had a string of carburetors with this car that's never have worked right. So I'm not going to race it way up. I just want to hear how it sounds like if you rev it up just a little bit. See? So under load. Now you know what? I'll tell you this. I could be 100% wrong about that being in the carburetor. That could be something with the distributor, but here's your keys. Don't let me go away with your keys, but that popping, I don't like that popping like that, but that.
Oh yeah, a little backfire.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes you can have like internal engine problems that cause that, but I don't think that's what this case is, because it idles fair enough and it clears up when you ramp down on it. I mean, it's got power, it makes power, and it doesn't backfire, doesn't miss. So I think it is, there may be a time, it could be timing, it could be the carburetor, but if you can get up, if you don't fix it before then, if you can get up to the house, you know, some point where you can spend a little time up there with me, we can go through it. You know, you just kind of
I'd like to have you do it because you know what you're doing. It was your car,
yeah,
and you know all about it. Where I take it into a shop or something, and you don't know what they're going to say.
Well, they don't hardly know how to work on carburetors anymore either.
Well, they don't barely know how to work on an old car like this anymore.
That's right. So I don't know, but I just have to make guesses at it right now. But something, it's not right. I mean, I can tell. You know, it's got the part throttle mid range. It's either running, it's starving, it's leaning way out. It's what I think it's doing because of that backfiring like that. So, you know, it could be something simple, but it makes me think that there's some, either with the carburetor or the timing's off somehow. Something's off in there. So we just have to, you know, basically, you know, like I said, when you can come up, unless it does something bad before, which it probably not. But
well, I have never, since I've owned a car, touched the timing or nothing.
Yeah.
Or even done. I don't even think I've ever put a distributor in it.
Yeah.
Cap or button.
Well, we just need.
I think you did before I got it.
I might have. We just need to, you know, we just need to cover the basics on it.
Right.
I mean, we need to check the timing, make sure that the time chain's not worn out or something's all over the place. But that's a dead. I mean, that's not just a brief, like accelerator pump going bad, like just a brief stumble. I mean, you're pushing on this thing. There's just no power there.
Right.
And then it starts picking up, and then it takes off. It takes off. So you're just gonna have to kind of nurse it along a little bit, and then as soon as you want to come up, we'll slot it in there, man. We'll throw down on it and either rebuild that carburetor or whatever we got to do. We can get it running better than that. That's borderline dangerous because you don't need to pull out in front of somebody unless you're prepared to just lay down into it.
Yeah. But I mean, from my house just to Walmart and back home, you're going nowhere. Cost me $10.
Probably because you're having to punch it a lot, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, because if I don't, it'll backfire like that, and I lose speed. You know, you know, unless I punch it, and I don't like doing that.
Well, that's where all your gas is going. Yeah.
And so, but now this has all happened.
Yeah.
Since it's been set, and then I got it running. When I got transmission and that in it, you know, that's when it's all up. But it's set for 2.5 years too.
Well, I've got one of those. Yeah, we put the carb on before the transmission went out. Well, I've got a dial back timing light, which is one of the good ones that you can actually see what the curve is on it.
Well, I thought maybe this thing might have had a plug under here, but it don't.
No, that was the thing about these computer systems on these cars, that there was no diagnosing them. Right. I mean, there's some obscure way of seeing what they were doing, but there was no codes. You couldn't troubleshoot them. So anyway, yeah, it's definitely, you're not making that up. It's definitely the way down on power. But it, like I said, it's not all the. It's weird though, because it's like it's getting off of the accelerator pump. You know what accelerator pump shot is? That's when you crack it open, it shoots a little bit of gas in. It's like it's getting off the accelerator pump shot, and right when it does, it noses like that, and that's when you get the backfire. So it's not picking up the main circuit like it should. Either there's not, something's stopped up or whatever, but there's something that's like it's running way too lean on the main circuit.
Right.
And then you got to see, this carburetor's got probably the reason why it's running. I don't know. I need to look and see how this carburetor works. I don't really remember. It might have a part throttle enrichment or something, but I know it's got a power piston in there, which pulls up the metering rods and stuff when it's under part throttle. So something may have broken in there.
Well, I've took it to some garages, and they won't even work on it because they don't have a machine or anything to put it on to find out. So
there is no machine.
All it is guessing. There is. It's them big old ones about wide as a car and about this tall, and it's got a whole bunch of dials and stuff. It's one of the old ones.
Who do you know has one of those?
Yeah, I don't know anybody got one.
You know who you need to take this to? You need to take it to the expert, Phil.
And who's that? You.
Me. That's right. If I can't fix it or tell you what's wrong with it,
I won't have anybody else work on it because it was your car. You know everything about this car.
Yeah, I know how badly it ran at different times, so I've dealt with that already.
Why I don't want to. But garages just don't have anything to be able to test it.
I'm gonna put it in your court, bud. You just call me during the week sometime and say I'd like to come up, either preferably Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and let's just tear into this thing on Saturday and see what's wrong with it. And I say, all right, come on up. So you heard it, guys. If he says anything more about it and he doesn't bring it up, then that's all I can do.
I don't want to take from you working on your stuff.
Everybody says that, but I just work on stuff just
you want to get yours done sometime this year, don't you?
Do you think I would offer for you to come up if I didn't really want you to come up?
No.
Okay, so that's I work on my own stuff because that's all I got to work on. If you're coming up and want me to help you with your car, come on up.
Okay.
Look, I'm not one of these people who just talk. You know what just talk is?
I know that, Tyler.
But just talk is when you just tell people stuff and you have no idea or no intention of actually doing it. You just say it because it sounds good, right?
Right.
So if I say come on up, then come on up. I'll be waiting on you.
Okay, I'll give you
So
a call.
you guys have heard this right now. This is February the 20th. So if we're in May and Phil's still saying, well, this car's not running right. I said, where you been, Phil?
Yeah.
Where have you been? Do it now. All right, guys, we got to go. Phil's got to head back, and I do too. So we will talk to you later on. See you around.
See ya.